I've never been comfortable with the word life in there. Plus the cover for the automatic clutch adjuster looks like cheap chrome plastic. It doesn't say Honda enough for me, so I'm going to have a bit of a play around. Just to show you what I'm doing here is the first step. I got a washer that is the same size as that, and I measured the gap there, so that same size washer moves over that gap, so that's where the edge of the plate is, and that's where the washer is. Made a point halfway mark on that, so top to bottom, marked it out, put the paper underneath the washer, and then drew a line. So there's my starting point. So I just got to measure from here to here, there to there, how thick I want it, underneath the L. This piece of paper is just, there you go, and there's my starting point. The next thing is the Kickstarter. I have a standard Honda Kickstarter which it's straight, like it's straight that way, and it just the bit your foot goes on kicks out. But what happens is when that comes down, that'll hit the pipe. So I can't use that one. So I have to use this aftermarket one which comes out and therefore it misses the pipe. So it doesn't look as Honda-ish as the Hondas, but that's what I have to use. I'll get back to that. Now, as part of the normal doing up, I thought I would just check, see if it started, because I know the circuits in there for the electric circuits. I don't need all that to see if I got spark, and that's kind of a big deal. So I'll turn that on. That puts the start light on, and because this motor is brand new, I've just squirted some oil in the spark plug hole down there, and through kicking it open, just having because I squirted oil and I had my finger on the end, I could feel the motor was getting hot, and that's just from friction. So it's really tight. Like I kick it over. Whoops, that falls down. It's not easy to kick over. So I'll show you the spark, and put the spark plug over this side, and zoom in. Now this is with the electric start button. That's faster than doing it by hand, and this would be what it'd be like if I kicked it by foot. So the motor's got a bit of running in to do yet. Plus, it comes with this cap, which just looks like cheap chrome plastic. So the Stator cover cap is exactly the same thread. So what I did was I got some truck inner rim stuff and a bit of thing, and made up a template, and then shaped it so that it's rounded corners in, thins out and covers the life and over. Then I got on one of those flat Stator plates, I made a reproduction or a copy with the same rubber on top, rounded corners. And now that goes on there like that. I don't know how you do yours up, but I just use a washer. And this, stop rocking. It doesn't say much other than, it's there, but it just, sort of disappears a little bit. It's very odd, but your standard auto clutch, it just looks a bit different. Now, just to finish off the little bits and pieces I'm doing before I put the forks on, is here I have made just a connection for a standard power and earth, because everything I need power for up in the handlebars comes from the ignition switch. When the ignition's on, then it's just black and green, earth and black, which is standard Honda power, general power. I've got the cover for the Nitros tube, so that'll go underneath the cowling there. and up the top, and it just looks more protected and betterer. The exhaust there, I've painted the inside there black, so it just looks a bit better and doesn't, you know, just, I don't know if I'll leave that there, or the cap inside, but that's what I've done. I still can't think of a better way to hold the exhaust up, so from a belt, you know, cut the end off a belt, I experimented with, you know, what to put on the end there, stop it from fraying or whatever, and as long as if I put a hole in there and then put a cap on that hole so that it can't move anywhere, it spreads the stress loads over the whole area. So I experimented with just putting some of that shrink tape stuff on there, and then I experimented a bit more and realised that if I cut the corners at 45 and then cut them at 45 again, it sort of does that sort of shape, which is kind of nice. So I've got the strap, it's a bit under tension, it doesn't really need to hold much, it will sort of hold itself there, but the strap will fix that up. And the wheel's on there, and it spins okay, but it's kind of tight, it needs running in. One last thing I nearly forgot was this edge here is kind of a bit sharp. I don't want to whack my knee on there, so I put just a bit of round rubber on there, so it just makes it soft and just, you know, more safer. Right, so that's it for now. I don't know what, oh, I know what I'm doing next is up there.